Yeah. Let's call the meeting to order. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of July 19th, 2022. I want to welcome everybody by Zoom and welcome you to our regular meeting, and thank you for joining us. Does any member of council have any pecuniary or financial interest to declare? Call the meeting to order. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of July 19th, 2022. I want to welcome everybody by Zoom and welcome you to. Thank you for joining us. Does any member of council have I'd like to call the meeting to order. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of July 19, 2022. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty, so bear with us. Welcome to everybody joining us this evening. Does any member of council have any pecuniary or financial interest to declare? You've had an opportunity to see the minutes of July 5th, open and closed. Is there any errors or omissions? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion.
Moved by Deb Kupinski, second by Brian Kokoski, motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on July 5th, 2022, open and closed sessions.
All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go to our reports. So, Bob, you're up first.
All right. Fire operations. We've only had the 2 calls since the last meeting of July 19th. Brush burning outside of permit hours on Simpson Pit Road, and on July the 17th, we had a CO alarm, but it was called off before we got too many people on the road. That was on Round Lake Road. They didn't call their alarm company quickly enough when they were changing batteries or something. Okay, ongoing activities, truck and equipment checks and installation of the fire ban signs. We still have those 2 to go. I know Kenny's been busy with a lot of stuff, I think, making signs for the election and who knows what, but recent events, June 22nd, June 28th, and July 7th, we had management meetings. July 1st, we had the duck race and fireworks. And July 12th, we had the bi-monthly general meeting of the fire department. Upcoming events, again, we have a meeting with the fire department on September 13th and November 29th. Provincial Advisory Committee, Group 6 is on September 14th. Loggers Festival on September 17th. October 2nd, we have the Fire Prevention Week, so we still have a lot of thinking to do what we're exactly going to do that week. December the 7th, we have the Chiefs meeting, and December the 9th, we have our Chiefs year-end supper at the Rio in Eganville. What's been happening in fire prevention? Well, on June 27th, we did the St. Andrew's Fun Day, and our ongoing monthly ads in the newspaper. Training undertaken since July 19th. We've had July 21st and 28th were drafting nights. June 29th, there was task force tips at Pembroke Fire Hall. They had great displays of nozzles and stuff and new ways of using them. June 29th, there was a 24/7 accessible AEDs on Zoom for about 45 minutes. It was interesting. Thing is that the program we're dealing with. Scheduled training, August the 9th ventilation, August 23rd pump ops, September 6th auto extrication, breaking glass, cutting tools, September 20th auto extrication scenario, October 4th Millstream Apartments, October 11th smokehouse, October 18th live fire scenario, November 1st vehicle fire, December 6th search and rescue, and December 13th hazmat, canyon tech, and chemical suicide. If something we can't do because of weather, or whatever, we have some backup, which is size up, overhaul, and fire suppression theory. On the fire side, I have an issue that we need to bring in camera.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recent events for CEMC, we had both the training and the exercise. The old grist mill is gone on July 7th. We're pretty well done for the year. The only upcoming event that I need for that is to have a date for our committee meeting. And Ted's not here.
Okay, so maybe you could just email them and ask them
Okay,
to find a date, and then we'll go from there. Okay,
that's it.
all right, let's go to the front, number 1A, questions. B, C, E.
Just a
Oh,
question
see?
on, is there an installation of fire ban signs? There's no fire ban on right now, is there?
No, there's not.
D, E, F, G, CEMC, recent events, A, and B.
I'll add one thing I did forget, but I just made a scribble note here. I got a note, I think it's effective June 22nd. But the OFM and EM are splitting up again. But emergency management is now going to report to the Treasury Board's Secretariat and not to the Solicitor General. I mean, they've been reorganizing.
I know, I've lost track, but I wonder why. I mean, Solicitor General is the better fit. Oh, well. They know what they're doing. Thank you for that. Any questions on his report as a whole? Okay, Bob, then we'll wait till you can come in camera with us when you need to.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Dean, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Your report, please.
Okay, so grading continues, coal patching as well. Grass cutting continues with the summer students. We're still cutting along the shoulders of the roads with the tractor and the sidewalk plow. We had our other load of calcium in last Monday, so it's been applied. Winter sand continues when we can in between, summer maintenance. The tandem plow truck is in Carlton Place. Probably going down either the end of this week or first of next week to take a look at it to make sure it's up to our standards. So it's there, so it's going well. A gravel tender should be started probably in 2 weeks. Installing culverts on various roads when we have a chance. And the only other thing is training for traffic book 7 course for some of our staff in Eagleville on the 25th.
Good, you were able to get that?
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's it for my report.
Okay. Any questions on Dean's report? Stanley?
It's not concerning the report, but if you had an opportunity to talk to Raymond Gooch, when you come off of Mass Road onto Simpson Pit Road and turn towards Round Lake, right on that corner, there's a hole there big enough you could bury about 2 head of cattle in it.
Right.
And that's been there now for months. It's not been there just, happened out over a recent storm. I think that should get looked after. They should dump a load of coal mix in there and pack it in.
I will talk to him tomorrow. So.
Sounds good. Okay. Anyone else?
Thanks, Steve.
Okay. Brian?
Just another, I got a call where somebody reported to me that there was campers camping overnight at the boat launch at Red Rock Bridge. Have you seen anybody?
Yeah.
Trevor Bridge?
Trevor Road, yeah, the bridge goes.
Yes, there was some.
Yeah, because He said they camped there quite regularly, and there's signs there no overnight camping, isn't there?
Yeah, we just recently,
He was asking, are they allowed to? I said, I don't think so.
I was
I
recently,
drove by there and there was nobody, so I.
there was somebody there, Brian, but Tyler informed me too as well, somebody who called him as well. We have a sign up there now, so he will be,
I noticed the sign, but the trailer was gone when I went by.
yes, it was a motorhome thing or something, but yeah, it'll be taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
Look at that, it's done before you even
Before I even get
ask.
to-
Oh, it's so efficient, it just amazes me. Anyone else have anything for Dean? Carl?
I can make two things up here.
Well,
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
that's a deep subject.
I'm teasing you.
One, I had a request to turn the fountain on in the park so people can get a drink.
They can't drink out of it. though.
Why?
We have some, they're not supposed to, it's not potable water.
Spread it.
Well, doesn't it have to be
Water.
tested and all that? And we don't test it, so I'm assuming you can't.
Well, it's tested in the tourist information booth there.
Yeah, but it has to get all the way from there to there, so it could get bad in the, I don't know, I thought we didn't allow people to drink it, I may be wrong.
We haven't had it, I think since COVID started. since,
Yeah. I know, we.
Well, we were, well, I just sent Janice a message. I had seen people have been asking, and I thought maybe some of you guys, like you and Ted might have gotten some emails about turning the tap back on
Oh, no.
in the village.
Tourist
Well, there is-
information booth.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a request from Debbie that
Yeah.
we do it. I know Ted had sent me some emails before, but he never brought it up, so.
Yeah, it was just something that I had seen, people were asking. and I thought they
Any
were gonna
place that we
approach.
allow people to drink water, I think that Aqua would have to go and do a special test to make sure the water's potable. So,
But they did when the taps were, right? Am I right or am I wrong? People will go and get water from the taps.
yes, but.
So that's something that was always
Yeah,
tested anyway.
yeah, that was tested, but, COVID, you have to do it every time after somebody left and touched it or, you know.
Yeah, but I think those restrictions have lifted.
But if, you know, we should maybe find out, maybe I'm wrong, so maybe we need to find out, ask Sue, about that, because I know, I thought that we didn't allow people to drink it because, but maybe if it's working and running, well, then there must be some reason to let it run. Why would you run it unless you let people drink it? So could we find that out, Carl, for you?
Yep.
Okay, and then the other question, Debbie, okay, we'll go to, finish you and then we'll go to Debbie.
Mhm. Yeah,
We gave, I just got asked about this last week. The wall here at the church, we give the county $5,000 last year
Mhm.
to support them fixing the wall. Have we got any feedback on anything from them?
They said it was gonna be done this year, Carl.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
I haven't
And I
heard.
was talking to Lee Perkins because I was getting complaints about Simpson's Pit Road, so I called Lee myself. And he said, we are gonna get to it, we're getting to it.
I can follow up on that, Carl, but yeah, they said it was gonna be done this year,
Okay,
but,
I just nailed it.
and then, that sidewalk there as well. With James and Queen Street.
Oh, yes.
We were concerned about that as well, so I forwarded him up, because I sent, county the email for the job the guy's gonna do with the sidewalk plus the.
Yes.
You know what,
Yeah.
so they're gonna get back to me a couple days or
Okay.
whatever to see,
Okay.
to move forward on that. as
Yeah.
well.
He said he's getting to all those things when I spoke. to him. And he came and he met with some people about Simpson's Pit Road. They're
Oh, did he?
very upset, yeah, so, still, yeah. I called the boss. And he came for me, so I hope I put some times out there. Anyways, okay,
That's it.
yeah, okay, Debbie, then you're up.
yeah, it was just, as I said, it's just some things that I had seen, and I thought actually some emails were gonna come to, especially to the counselors from the village about turning on the tap, you know, at the tourist information booth for people to get water. It was just, it's something, I know we turned it off for COVID and you know,
And then we had talked about not putting it back on. Now, maybe, was I wrong?
Here's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it.
I
there's
think
no-
we removed everything because we didn't want to do it
oh,
anymore.
okay, all right,
I
okay.
think council at that time decided when they removed the tap
leave it
from the
off.
outside, to leave it off, because if people are coming out from different municipalities coming in to get water,
People in Kilda
KHR
are
are
paying
paying
for
for for the water. I do believe that's how.
Yeah, and again, it was just something that I had seen through my,
I literally seen barrels of water going from there.
Oh, yeah, they were, and I mean, the people in Killu are paying for that, you know, not anybody else. So, okay, so council made a decision that we aren't doing that, okay?
okay, just so that I'm clear, and if I.
Council made
Yeah,
a decision
yeah.
that we weren't doing that. Okay, anybody else for Dean? Brian?
I got some comments on the grass cutting along the road. They said to pass it on to you. Works guys a very good job.
Good.
Yeah. You need to hear those.
Okay, no, that's good.
Anybody else?
What complaints were you getting on Simpson Pit Road?
Sorry?
What complaints on Simpson Pit?
Oh, there are counties doing the road in Red and Round Lake, and they were ditching and, you know, and
Too
so.
steep, I think,
Eh,
right? Too steep was
Too
the.
steep and, you know, they didn't pave some of the driveways they were supposed to, so he's looking after all of that. Okay, nothing else for Dean, before we look at the bills? Dean, anything else for us?
No, I think
Okay,
that's
let's
it.
look at the bills. Anybody? Any questions?
Yeah, no, I can see it right here. I think it's ridiculous. So what we got.
You have a question?
No, well, it's just Skirmish Nursery, $1,978. And that little bit of flowers down
There
there.
should have been mulch and stuff like that though too.
I
I don't
think we
know.
got mulch from them.
I'm-
No, mulch was-
That's what the price of that was.
Oh, crap.
I'd sooner put $1,900 in a sidewalk.
No, I'm just saying that's a little ridiculous to what we have.
Well,
in town.
I mean, prices of everything have gone up, it's
I
just
know.
everything, just everything.
Those two flower beds, the big one there that's got 6, 8 flowers in it, could have been done for $100. I know that for a fact.
Well, $1,900 it is. Any other questions on the bills?
Holy wow.
Okay, so let's pay them then.
Yeah.
Moved by John Jeffrey, second by Deb Lipinski, motion to approve road and general voucher number 06-2022 in the amount of $792,370.46.
All those in favor? It's carried. Want me to sign it?
Can I just ask one question?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Camp King, 4,405.87.
One more.
Holy wow.
Right, right on, it was in the budget.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Dean, nobody else? Nope. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, do you want to give Chris's report? Chris hurt his back. And so he's taking the night off to see if he can heal up and so, oh, he wasn't able to, you told me that, okay. So we'll, all right, CAO then?
So I just wanted to update council and let them know that I did send an email to the county of Brantford confirming the date of the inaugural meeting. So the inaugural meeting will be on Tuesday, December the 6th.
December the 6th on Tuesday, whoever's gonna be here.
The other thing that I got is I got a request for a direct withdrawal or pre-authorized debit from Karen Hanford. She emailed me this request. She's asking that council pursue this payment option in keeping with other municipalities which offer 11 equal payment withdrawals directly from the taxpayer's checking account. She stated that especially in these unprecedented times, it makes sense to provide this monthly budget and money management tool to taxpayers as opposed to the current lump sum payment option. So currently, the township offers ratepayers to pay their taxes via cash, check, online, telephone banking, post-dated checks, e-transfers, and internet. So I contacted CIBC to see if we were signed up for this option, or if we did, there would be additional cost. So CIBC returned my email and they sent me a price list, which I had given to everybody. But initially it would cost $39 per originator number per month $12 per file and 14 cents per payee within the file. There are, as you can see, also additional fees that could come up, that could be costs associated with this service. So I'm asking what council would like me to do, how to proceed with this request.
So council, I'm recommending that we send Karen back a letter telling her that there is charges and that I'm saying that we not do this. We've had one request. It's very expensive to the municipality. And I'm saying, I would say that if we ever do it, they're gonna have to pay for that. So they're gonna have to pay $40 a month for that original number per month, plus everything else. But I think at this time, we offer 6 or 7 different ways of how to pay taxes. And I think it's sufficient. So I'm asking council, maybe we should just send her a nice letter telling her we're sorry, we feel we offer enough ways to pay the taxes, and then send her a copy of what CIBC said it would cost. And say that definitely the municipality, if it ever decided to do that, would ask that we would make the taxpayer pay these costs. How does everybody feel about that?
Send her a copy.
Oh, yeah, I told her that. To send
Make
her.
sure that it's,
Show of hands that you agree?
they might think it's free.
Yeah. Okay. And that's your report? Okay. I do have someone. Where the flip it off? Council, so we got a complaint from, no, we didn't. We got no complaints. I apologize. We were reading in the newspaper that the newspaper has a hard time sometimes hearing Dean talk while they're doing minutes, preparing notes for the paper on our meetings. So obviously, you can see that Tammy has tried to rectify it. She's moved the owl over to Dean, hoping it would catch his voice. And then I guess we spoke with the this week, and Terry also said that it's very hard sometimes to get it. So Tammy looked into it and said, we have a couple of options. A, we could stop doing Zoom altogether and people come here and they can hear us firsthand. Or B, we could get special microphones and, things that would catch everybody's voice. And there's a huge cost in that. That was her 2 recommendations. I say that if they can't hear us, it's up to them then to come.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be spending taxpayers' money. Or if council wants, maybe we should get rid of the Zoom. Let's do it in person again. Then they're here, they hear what we have to say. Then nobody misses what's being said. But that is strictly up to council. Those are the kind of options. And so the newspapers, can't hear some of the dialogue that goes on.
Yeah, that's what we use in the federal government a lot of times for the federal translators or everyone around's got a microphone
Yeah.
and whatnot, you push a button, the light red comes on and you're live. You
Yeah.
would have the same kind of thing, I'm sure.
We have that county council.
Yeah.
And a lot of townships do, but it's a $10,000 fix or something. It's a lot of money. And I just,
It's not in the budget, I think.
it's not in the budget, but also, if you can't hear what is provided, then you're welcome. I welcome, anybody can come now. You're welcome to come. So anyways, it's up to council to decide. Comments?
I think, I agree with what you're saying there, with the cost of everything today, I mean, that's an item I don't think we could be spending that type of money on to provide somebody's voice to be a little louder and hear better. At least if you are here in person, if you don't quite understand
You
what
can ask.
whomever has spoken, you can ask it to repeat. And you'll surely leave with.
Okay,
with
Anybody
what you
else?
want.
Brian?
I think we should continue with the Zoom for the ones that can hear it, and anyone else is welcome, like you said, to come.
Okay. John?
I agree with you, Steve.
Okay. Debbie?
Thank you. Yeah, because I think right now we don't have a lot of users, right, that are
No.
using Zoom.
No.
And we don't know, do we know how many hits we get after? No, you can't
No.
really tell, yeah.
We can tell after we do
See how many users?
it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, is it, you know,
I think that, I remember talking to Sue about, I think the most we ever had one time was 24. And it was because it could have been about the building or when a
Okay.
touchy subject is coming up, then more of the people view it, but,
We can get those stats.
Yeah.
Get that to you on that if council wants that.
yeah,
It's easy enough to do.
I'd like to see the stats, but, I'm okay with stopping Zoom,
Okay.
if that's the case, because I think if we had 100 viewers,
Yeah.
I'd rethink it, but, yeah.
Carl,
I agree with Brian.
Stanley,
I think we stop.
Stop, so that's 1, 2.
3 stop and 3 go. Okay, well, I guess Teddy will have to, let's continue doing it until Teddy comes and we can bring it back up. And I believe he believes in Zoom, so I think he wanted to keep Zoom, so.
And I'm fine either way, like,
Yeah,
it's,
I'm fine either way too,
yeah, yeah,
but I don't think we should spend a lot of money.
that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
I don't think we should spend the money, I agree with
Just
that.
what we're doing now.
Yeah, just what we're doing now, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, good. And then, okay, then I'll bring the other thing. I'll bring up in the other part of it, yeah. Okay, special meeting minutes. Well,
Moved by Deb Lipinski, second by Brian Bukowski, motion to approve the minutes of the special meeting held on June 20th, 2022, open and closed session.
all those in favor? Carry. Thank you. Okay, motion for personnel committee?
Moved by Deb Lipinski, second by John Jeffrey, motion to approve the minutes of the personnel committee meeting held on April 4th, 2022, open and closed session.
All those in favor? Carry.
so, I don't know if we want to do this now, but I have the motion for the approval of the hours of work and, from the personnel policy.
Yeah, okay.
So just to let, so we reviewed, and there's been some updates to the personnel policy regarding overtime and hours of work and stuff like that. And the changes are in the sheet. And the committee met yesterday and agreed to the changes.
Okay. Then we did the personnel ones, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
signed,
Yeah.
okay, yes. We'll do the other motion, please.
Moved by Deb Lipinski, second by Brian Bukowski, motion to amend E1 hours of work and overtime human resources policy. Amendments were made to the following sections: hours of work, overtime for hourly paid employees, overtime for department head, and office hours, section 1 and 2.
All those in favor? Carry. Okay, then we're moving on to correspondence. I'm gonna go quickly. If you want something addressed, please stop me. Ontario Wildlife Damage Compensation Program, comments, questions? Owen Sound and removal of municipal councillor. The retirement for Paul Morrow. Renfrew County Victim Services. Don't we usually give something?
I think to that, I thought we gave some swag, yeah.
Do they ask for swag? Yeah. No, they don't ask for swag. Well, maybe they are. Donating items for, okay, council, do you agree we'll give some swag, donate some stuff, show of hands? Thank you. Ottawa Valley Business. Comments, questions? Any other correspondence? Good, okay. We're moving on to unfinished business. Any unfinished business? New business. Okay, so I have an article, I have a comment, issue for new business. I met with Bill Smith today, and he wanted to know whether, I guess we're having some issues with some kids, on the back of where the, CRC, they have that building at the bank, and they're playing hoops back there, and there's no place to play hoops. Now, he said they have hoops, CRC have hoops, they're portable, and he said they would, lend them to us, and, we can put them up at the rink, and so the kids, they're the portable ones, so maybe the kids would be drawn there out in the open and they play. They willingly let us use them. So do you want to do that, guys? You want to let them put them at the ring?
Yeah, because that's what we have in Round Lake. We have
Yeah.
that in Round Lake. Yeah.
Show of hands. Okay.
Could you have to email, if we can get them using them, that's the place to.
Oh, absolutely, and let them use the spot. And, yeah, he's, would you, email Bill and say Jan's brought it up, and council said yes, okay? And maybe he could talk to, Chris when he's back. Just, I want Chris to know what's going on, okay? Okay, I think that's the only thing I had. Yeah, with all the other stuff, okay. Any other new business? Okay, so, I want to thank everybody. We're going to go in camera. We have some issues, so, and then, we will be back to finish off the meeting after. So, could I have a mover and seconder to go in camera? please? Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, but then what else?
I think it was personal.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Moved by John Jeffrey, second by Brian Kukowski, be it resolved that council move into a closed meeting pursuant to section 239 of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended for the following reasons. Personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees.
All those in favor? Carry. Okay.